So about 2 years ago, I made a review of what I still think is one of the best home studio mixers you can get, the Yamaha MG12XU. Thanks to you, that video has hit about 300,000 views since this recording. You asked me plenty of questions about the mixer and set some things straight on some assumptions I had about it. I've learned a lot about the unit since then, so the question is, how well has the mixer held up over the last 2 years of constant daily use? I'll share with you my setup, workflow, preamp microphone tests, pros and cons at the end. So leave your comment down below, hit that like button, and let's get to it. So the Yamaha MG12XU. Let's start off with this. First, it's a beauty. To this day, I love the way it looks. I try to get this bad boy in most of my videos and thumbnails because it just looks legit. I mean, it's nice. Now, it's not a small unit. Some of you may want something that will just plug into a microphone and headphones, like a Scarlett Gen Solo Gen 3, I get it. But I constantly find this mixer coming through for me in some situations that I didn't anticipate because of the features. More on that later. Second, from beauty to brawn. This thing is built like a tank. Yes, it could be too big for some people's needs, and they do offer smaller versions of this unit if you're interested, but the point is, it holds up. After 2 years, I don't think I have a scratch on this thing. And the best part, every knob, every fader, every button, every light still works. Perfect example, on the mixer, the on and off light. Channel 5 and 6 goes to my Avid MBox 3 interface. I send out the audio from the MBox to my mixer so I don't have to have multiple sets of speakers for individual devices. The mixer feeds all of the audio into one set of professional speakers. Now, back to durability. I don't want to worry about muting or turning down the volume between multiple devices and forgetting about it. So, all external devices are left alone. If I want to use my MBox before or after doing a voiceover so I don't get feedback, all I do is this. So now, when I'm recording, my voice isn't coming out of the speakers and I'm not messing with any of the other audio settings on my mixer, like my regular PC audio. I literally pressed that one single button hundreds of times a day, 1,000 times a week over the past 2 years.
Finish him.
It still feels nice, responsive, and the light still works. Third, the preamps. I said before and I'll say it again, this unit has beautiful, clean preamps. If you're looking for unique color and characteristics to flavor your sound, you're not going to find it here. What you're going to get is a nice, clean, flat, quiet sound that will not disappoint you. On top of that, if you need some added control of your signal because flat might be too risky, you have a one knob compression that does the job just right. Seriously, it does. I have 2 other boutique compressors. I wish it was this simple. Also, if for some reason if you need to boost or reduce the highs, mids, and lows, maybe because of your recording environment or you want to add color, you can. It's super simple, worry-free adjustments. Okay, let's see what this bad boy sounds like after 2 years. Okay, so the MG12XU has 4 mic inputs and I use only 2 of them. Channel 1 is like my wild card mic input, meaning I don't have a dedicated mic on this one. One XLR cable going straight to my booth and I just switch out the mic on the other end. That will be the input where we test some of the mics. Channel 3? This is the input you're hearing right now, connected to my AT4040. I use this for 100% of my Zoom conversations, pre-booth communication with producers, and doing YouTube videos that require me to be in front of the PC. I leave the EQ completely flat, have the high pass on, and bring up the gain just a little more than halfway, and add compression at about 4, so my voice isn't falling off when my head is moving around the mic. I love it. Channels 5 and 6, which is a stereo channel, goes to the stereo outs of the MBox 3. Mic input 1 of the MBox has my Avalon connected, and of course my MKH416 microphone is connected to the Avalon. That's my work chain, and I'll give you a test with and without shortly. Again, 5 and 6 is my MBox, so any kind of audio editing I do using Pro Tools, which is interfacing with the MBox, comes from that channel. Channel 9 and 10, I have this cool Aerolic wireless streaming amplifier connected, so I can just play music separately from my phone. And again, it doesn't disturb what is happening with my other inputs. Channel 11-12 is my PC audio input. Any audio that comes from the PC, from video editing or audio editing other than Pro Tools, comes from here. And then group 1 and 2, this routes whatever input I have back to my MBox, but on channel 2. All I have to do is press the 1 and 2 button and the on button on the channel. And now I'm recording to Pro Tools. It may seem like a lot, but it's so convenient. All right, mic test. All right, so our first mic to test is the Neumann TLM49. This is a sing-in microphone, also used for voiceovers as well for, I guess, for voice actors who have like a deeper register voice. It's kind of EQ'd to kind of enhance those qualities. It's hit or miss depending on your voice, but high-quality condenser microphone. Did I just tap it? Did I just pick it up? I don't know. High-quality condenser microphone. And yeah, this is it. This is the Neumann TLM49 connected directly to the Yamaha MG12XU. I have the compression at about 9 o'clock. And probably the additional gain on the microphone, probably about, let's just say, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe less. I don't know. I'll put a picture to let you know where it's at. But yeah, the Neumann TLM49, moving on to our next microphone. So now you're listening to the Rode NTG2 shotgun microphone. This microphone does require just a little bit more gain. I have the gain set to about 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. So just keep that in mind with this microphone. It's going to require more gain from the Yamaha mixer, but nothing crazy. I still have the compression at the same. And I use this microphone all the time when I'm doing my intros for my videos, when I'm sitting in front of the camera, if I'm away from the desk and I'm just talking straight to you. I use this microphone all the time with a portable recorder. So yeah, here we go. The Rode NTG2 shotgun microphone on the Yamaha MG12XU. All right, so now we have the beast of all the microphones, the Shure SM7B. The reason why it's a beast is because this is a gain-hungry microphone. You can't use phantom power in this microphone. You just got to connect it directly to the input. So I have the gain set on the Yamaha mixer, probably around maybe 5 o'clock. It's just really high. It's almost at max. Normally, you would need some kind of cloud lifter for this microphone so you can bring up the lovely audio so you can have clean audio. But like I said, the Yamaha mixer does a great job of providing that good, clean, high gain for this microphone. I have the presence set on this mic here if you're just kind of wondering. Yeah, the Shure SM7B connected directly to the Yamaha MG12XU. Next mic. All right, so now we're working with the Sennheiser MKH416 on the Yamaha MGXU mixer, and this is the microphone that I use for all of my voiceover work. I love this microphone. It just has a great sound, and it also sounds really good and really clean on the mixer itself. A lot of times when I connect to the mixer, I'm just like, man, do I really need a preamp? I can just use the mixer. It sounds that good when I go back and forth. But yeah, once again, the Sennheiser MKH416 on the Yamaha MG12XU directly. Now let's switch it up and I'll connect this to my preamp so you can have a sense of the difference. Okay, so this is the MKH416 on the Avalon preamp. So what do you think of the sound? Do you like it with or without the preamp? Do you prefer the Yamaha or do you prefer the Avalon? Either way, I love this microphone. I love this setup. Again, this is what I use for all of my voiceover work and nobody seems to complain. But do you like the colored sound or do you like the natural flat sound? Let me know in the comments down below. Next mic. Last and, well, definitely least, the Neemer NW700. This is a $32 budget microphone, and you can definitely hear the difference of this microphone compared to the other microphones. So a bit of a higher tinge to it. I have the gain on this mic set to about 12 o'clock, maybe just a little low before that. But yeah, compared to the other microphones, this one had the most self noise. So even though this microphone is a bit noisy, the Yamaha, the mixer, does a great job of still providing a good, clean signal. All right, this is the Neemer NW700 connected to the Yamaha MG12XU. All right, so if you couldn't tell, I love this unit. Definitely one of the best investments I've made to my home studio. And believe me, I've made a lot of bad investments. Sexy, built like a tank, and nice, clean preamps. Now, the cons. How do you say this? It's a dust magnet, all right? The little knobs are so close to each other and it just invites dust. Remember earlier how I said I love getting this guy in thumbnails? You know how many times I had to retake because it was just dirty? I would get B-roll and be like, crap, that's nasty. But even when it's dirty, it's still sexy. That didn't come out right. Now, this is not really a con of the mixer, but mainly an oversight on my part. I was so hoping the 4 mic inputs were separate, independent. But they all share the same stereo out. Not a deal breaker if you're doing a podcast with multiple people. You can still control their levels individually during the tracking, but it's all coming out in one file. All right, so those are my thoughts, my 2-year post-review of the Yamaha MG12XU, and I love this. I really think you could find really great value in this for your home studio, depending on what you're looking for, but you can't miss out, man. Great looking, great features. It just works and it sounds great. Okay, guys, if you found this helpful, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget, learn, do, and share. I'll catch you next video, guys. Bye. Damn, I love you.